Welcome to What Were You Thinking, Joey Pucks, Episode 4. I'm your host, Joey Pucks. Let's get into it. In today's video, I'm featuring some pulse rifle gameplay. The last couple of videos I've done, I featured my sort of hand cannon loadout. So you're seeing the build that I'm running here, which features a Year 1 Nightshade. I don't have a Year 2 Nightshade yet with different perks, so I'm running the original. And I'm running an 870 build, so 8 mobility, 7 resilience, 0 recovery. I get the +2 mobility bonus from the lightweight Nightshade, and that's why I run it. So right off the bat here, I screwed up the nade, but I'm throwing out a feeler right here, and I get hit damage. I saw that guy had some kind of power weapon or a grenade launcher. I'm not even going to contest that. I'm going to move to middle, try to support my team at B. I see a couple of skulls there, a couple of guys are down. And I'm just going to kind of play from this area here, where I've got a little bit of cover to defend myself, put shots on this guy at B, I start taking damage and I back off. Now I elect not to go after that guy, my teammates are dealing with him. I'm already weak, I'm just trying to kind of stay alive there and live to fight another day. So, in terms of my pulse rifle gameplay, like I said, I prefer the Year 1 Nightshade, that's kind of my pulse rifle of choice. I pair that up with a Traveler's Judgment. That's kind of my sidearm, my backup weapon, and it's worked pretty well for me. It's going to work pretty well for me in this game too. I think I end up with 17 kills, 9 assists, and 4 deaths. So here I'm just trying to help defend B a little bit, and I will say I tend to play a little bit more passive when I've got the pulse rifle.
This is wonderful.
You know, it's more of a long mid-range weapon, lets you engage targets from further away. It kind of lends itself to a little bit more of a passive play style. So I know that pulse rifles are fairly popular. I know that ones like Bygones and others that are sort of in that 390 RPM class are pretty popular right now in Crucible. I've had pretty good luck with the 450 lightweight weapon class, and that's what I'm using here. So right here I make a bad play. I start to engage that one player that we did down, but I left myself exposed on the right side. I should have pushed up more, used that block as cover. That was a poor use of the map cover right there. I wanted to point that out for you so you can learn from my mistakes. So when using the Nightshade, I find that one of the things that I'm very sensitive to is the kill feed, okay? Destiny 2 gives you a lot of credit for taking guys down, so a defeat may pop up on your screen even if you've actually not been the one to secure the kill, and kill clip only procs if you're the one to secure the kill. So you need to be paying attention to that kill feed, because just getting a "you defeated so-and-so" up on your screen is not enough to know, oh, I should trigger a kill clip right here. And a superhero going to get a double kill around the corner. And I mention that because
I need a hunter like you with the red jack.
With the perk inactive, Nightshade is a good weapon to use. You can get by without kill clip, but once you get kill clip going, then that's when the good things start to really happen. And so you want to be able to make judgments as to whether I should reload in the first place. Should I be more aggressive once I get kill clip going? Because normally that's going to be my thought process. If I can get a kill, if I can proc kill clip, then I'm setting myself up in the next engagement as probably being a little bit more aggressive. Whereas if I don't have it, then I may approach that a little bit differently. In a situation where, you know, maybe it's doubtful whether or not you actually secured the kill, you want to be kind of keeping tabs on that kill feed to see if you've actually been the one to secure the kill. If it's a straight like one-on-one situation and the odds are very low that someone else sort of took the kill from you or received credit for it, then you don't have to worry about that as much, but it is something that you want to be sensitive to. And right there, I didn't get kill clip because I didn't secure the kill. I reloaded unnecessarily and ended up at a disadvantage against a guy with the Luna's Howl. So I'm glad that worked out, because I was kind of going on and on about that for, you know, a minute or so there, and then it ended up illustrating my point of an unnecessary reload cost me. This guy pops super. I'm getting out of dodge here. I switched to my Traveler's Judgment there for the arc damage. You know, it's supposed to do greater damage than kinetics to players in their supers, so that's why I move to my sidearm there, and I also assumed that that guy was going to want to be closing the gap. Now I've got kill clip, now I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive. Not stupidly aggressive. For example, this fella here, I put shots into him, I do a lot of damage, but I don't necessarily chase the kill. I go to the next logical place where I think he might be, but I let my teammates clean it up, get the assist. Perfectly reasonable play to make there.
Keep it up. Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them.
Those are sort of winning going away here. As I mentioned earlier, 8-7-0 build, getting the +2 from the lightweight class that Nightshade falls into. That gets me to 10-7-0 when I've got the Nightshade out. There's another feeler knife that doesn't give me any intel. And those can be very useful. You throw it to an area where you think a player might be, you get the damage numbers and let you kind of gain some information as to where a player might be, gain some information as to how much health that player might have. In my experience, the throwing knives, as I get outplayed there by a guy who made a nice kill on me. In my experience, throwing knives in D2 are not as powerful as they were in D1, and I'm sure someone can maybe validate that numerically or mathematically. So I use them more for information gathering purposes. I mean, sometimes you're going to get a throwing knife kill, but more often than not, I'm using them as a way to find out where players are, keep players weak, keep shields and health from regenerating, that sort of thing. I think we're about to finish it off. One last assist there.
I could not ask for
and there's a victory. Pretty big one, too. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Joey Pucks can also be found on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and you'll see those usernames on your screen right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.